Hi, this is Lee, and this is a small unboxing video. Maybe also painting process if I decide to put them all together and then upload it. But anyway, this is the thing I'm going to unbox. I'm not exactly sure what's inside. Thanks to Old School Gaming sent me this. It's an awesome dude I met on Instagram. He dropped me a message asking if I'm interested in painting one of his miniature. It was Jill Valenntine from Resident Evil 3. I believe it's the remake version of the Jill. So I said, yes, absolutely. So Old School Gaming did quite a lot of Zombicide base. I mean, not just for Zombicide. It's set of 25mm scale base, straight ruin base. I believe he received his Zombicide 2nd edition copy and then just started to do, I don't know, bunch of small base because Zombicide 2nd edition's miniature basing was just plain round base, and there's no small details or any drama or sculpture or any of those. It's plain round base. So he did quite a lot city ruins or streets on the 25mm scale base and fits Zombicide 2nd edition character perfectly. Anyway, let's do the unboxing first. Ooh, it's more than just Jill Valenntine. Also, is that Leon? That's Leon Kennedy, is it? That's Leon, that's Jill. Who's this? Alright, I know this character, I don't know the name. He's also from Resident Evil. Seen him in the board game. So, I mean, I think his miniature in board game. I don't know this character. I don't really track their those mercenaries' name, to be honest. But I know this dude. Okay, so that's 3 miniature and 3 base. Yeah, it's the base I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. If you want, some information, a small drama on your Zombicide miniatures, go check it out. So let's have a look. Oh, there's also another one. Let's leave it there. Ooh. Welcome, Leon. That must be Leon's base. A welcome party in Raccoon City. Pretty damn cool. Right, okay, so there's no proper way of putting this, but I believe it's just those two. I assume. I mean, I don't really know. I haven't seen Leon's full render, including the base, so I'm not entirely sure. Jill's base, I think it's that one, and I believe that's also on this. Yep, perfect. There are like 2 slots for those. So right there, that's Jill. It's a pretty cool sculpture. I would say the hair can be done with a little bit more detail added, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So this one must be on this one. Yep. So that's this guy. Scale wise, it fits 32mm scale perfectly. I'm just gonna use some blue tag so I can put Jill on the base. Right, okay, I believe that thing sits here, but I'm not going to put it up just for now. Where's Jill Valenntine from Resident Evil 3, the board game? Right, so this is Steamforge Games Resident Evil 3, the board games, Jill Valenntine. And this is Old School Gaming's. So as you can see, Old School Gaming's is bigger and it's, well, let's say more dynamic compared to this pose. Obviously, this is using PVC and this is a 3D printed resin. So, but scale-wise, Steamforge Games said this is 32mm scale, but I don't know. Right, so I know this 32mm scale means from the fit to eye level, and the height in between is 32mm. But I guess different company, different sculptor has their own stand. I know this is not a very restricted, or there's a quite standard comparison or scaling system of those, but anyway, left to right, that's Horizon Zero Dawn, also from Steam Forge Games, and they also said, no, this is not 32, this is a 28mm scale. And then Jill from Resident Evil 3, the board game, Steam Forge Games said this is a 32mm scale. This one is from Zombicide 2nd Edition, it's from Simon Games, and it's from the Washington DC expansion. So Simon says this is a 32mm scale. That's Assassin's Creed from Triton Noir, and this is 32mm scale as well. That's Kingdom Death. Obviously, that's not 32. That's more 40, even 45mm scale. I don't actually know. This is bigger. Anyway, this is way bigger. So, as you can see, that is just smaller than Simon's or other companies' 32mm scale. And then Old School Gaming is more appropriate to this level. I think more board game companies are using miniatures, at least, are doing 32mm scale minis instead of 28. I think that's just, or at least to painters, I think that's better. 32mm are, I don't know, personally, in my opinion, that's just too small, and you can't even get the eyes correctly, like easily at least. I prefer 32mm scale more personally. It's more personal preference thing. But anyway, Old School Gaming scale is spot on, in my opinion at least. Right, that's Jill Valenntine. Let's take a little Leon. I also have Leon from Resident Evil 2 board game, which is also from Steam Forge Games, and it's small, and the sculpture is not great, and the detail of this PVC mini is just not good. At least, in my opinion. Maybe there are people like this sculpture, like the details. I don't know. I didn't. And I couldn't bother finish painting this. I could. I just, cause the pose there, and then the face details, the eyes are just not sculpted properly. At least not showing on this PVC minis. I can't remember the original sculpture they showed on Kickstarter, but I wasn't a fan, to be honest. And this is Leon from Old School Gaming. So the pose is more dynamic, it has torch here. The shoulder bit is more, correct. Or right shoulder holding the pistol is going to lean backward a little bit, and then left arm holding the torch is going forward a little bit, and then underneath the right arm underneath the pistol. That's just a better pose, in my opinion. And then detail-wise, you have the knife here. The RPD logo is, it's quite visible on both of them. That's pretty cool, actually. Right. I mean, the color of this resin does not do its justice, but it's pretty clear. It's pretty sharp detail. Well, obviously, if I keep zooming in to about here, you can see the prints. It's 3D printed. I don't think he's using like factory standards printing system. So it's just a in-house 3D printer. I don't know if it's, I don't really know much about 3D printing. I don't think he's got the most detailed or fancy version of 3D printer. So that's just the printing level. And also he's not using, what's the most people using, the reddish material using for prototyping. It's also not using that, and that's fragile anyway, so it's not the best material of printing those table pieces. But other than that, it's pretty cool, pretty dynamic pose. Face wise, again, the color of this material is not great of showing details. I think it's probably gonna be better after I prime it. I may prime it and then show it again, but you can see a little bit of the eyes, but then the reflections and then the colors are just there's not enough contrast showing all the details. The only thing I feel it's a little bit, shame is the guns detail. It's not that detailed. At least on Steamforge games, there are some structures on there. Well, it's a crap paint job. I know that. So, but yeah, I feel like could do more sculpture on the pistol. But instead, it's just those. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool mini. All right, I have this guy in Resident Evil 3, but I couldn't be bothered to go into the pile of board games and take out the board game, open it just for one miniature. So, oh well, I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. But face is alright. The structure is better than I thought, but again, due to the color of this print, it's not great contrast, not enough contrast for showing details. It's not a very dynamic pose. It's just pretty standard standing pose. I say holding the gun is well sculpted. Details of all those small pouches, knives, it's pretty cool. And zoom in, take a look at there you go. There you go. And it's a standard, 3D print after all. So, expecting this. I don't know if I can send down those. I've tried down Kingdom Death 3D prints before. You can still send down those with water, but it's quite annoying. It took quite some time. Is that part of the support? I think that's part of the support. Right, anyway. Where is this guy's base? I believe this one. Yeah, it's pretty cool mini. Right, so that's end of the unboxing. I may or may not continuing this video. Right, okay, I guess I'll start with Jill Valenntine, and the base is here. I didn't put them together because it'll be easier. Right, let's zoom in, start from the face. Right, okay. Face-wise, white plus a little bit brown. That's my usual way of painting human skins. And then this is female character, a little bit red. it's approximately 35 minutes work. Right, so speed up a little bit. It's color of James, so left leg pretty much down at dark blue, plus on the front bit it's light blue, highlight a little bit, heavy brush stroke, so to simulate a little bit of the texture, and then well, just regular highlights, to be honest. Nothing special here. I could blend this bit in a little bit. This is pure highlight, and then just stand up dark blue color. I could blend this better with mid-tone blue a little bit. Right. And then right, anyway, on to right that. Right, so this is where I am at right now. I'm not gonna call this 100% finished, but I would say this is at a level I'm willing to, leave it for now and playing game with it. I could dry brush the base a little bit. Anyway, this is Jill Valenntine from Resident Evil 3 RE version, and this miniature is sculpted and 3D printed by Old School Gaming, and awesome mini. Spent quite long time on the face because it's a human character, and the face can be the most important part of the entire mini. A little bit time on the Jinx, and other than that, all those pouches, bags, daggers, it's mainly just some each highlighting and just using gray, to be honest. Just trying to outline the entire structure of those accessories on her body. The main focus point still just the face, left leg, and possibly the base. spend some time on the base because it's a 3D printed piece and it's not that high level factory standard 3D printer, so the layer are quite obvious. The layer lines, like it's pretty obvious, and it's not that easy just to sand it down or to remove those kind of things. So it's bit annoying on the base, but I try my best to cover it with thick layer of paints and also some varnish, but it's not that obvious, is it? I don't think it's that obvious. Anyway, that's one of old school gaming's miniature, and I think I'm going to paint Leon next. I'm not sure if I'm going to record that. It is not ideal to paint under the camera because this thing does get into way sometime, and it can be a trouble while painting face, like eyes or detail stuff. It can be really annoying. Anyway, this is Jill Valenntine, and I'm gonna quiet down for now. Right. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and see you next time.